Hello everyone, welcome back to the Peace and Purpose channel. My name is ARP. Those are initials of my name. And I have a question that I would love us to talk about today, to share about a question I would like us to tackle today. And this question is that how do I become the person that I am meant to be? How are you going to become what you are meant to become? How are you going to become what you are called to be or who you are called to be? First of all, let me share a simple story. I used to ask myself this question. I used to ask myself, how am I going to become this person that I'm supposed to be? Oh, sometimes you look at the family that you're coming from, you realize that maybe there is nothing much that is going to push you. And sometimes you look at your surrounding and you still ask yourself, how am I going to best become someone? Because I feel it within me that I am supposed to be someone that I am meant to be, or there is someone that I am meant to be. But how am I meant to become that person? And this is what I've come to share with you today. These are the tips that I found, and I believe they're going to bless you just as they blessed me. Number one, know yourself first. You can never become the person you want to be if you do not know where you are. If you do not know who you are at the moment, that means that you can never be a person you want to be in life. Let me share a simple story about myself. I used to find it really hard to be consistent with the way I dress up, the way I look after myself, and sometimes I used to be so lazy. And I used to ask myself, why is it that every time when they ask out or when they read out people on the assemblies, the people that are smart, I'm not always among them. I used not to understand why. But after taking time to sit down and reflect, knowing who I am at that particular time, I realized that, oh wow, maybe I'm not doing this well. I'm not helping myself in this. I'm not working on the way I dress. I need to start doing this. I had to first understand how I look before deciding to do it, before deciding to transform into a person that I am transforming to be. That is number one. You have to first ask yourself, who am I? What do they say about me? How do they appreciate me? What do I do? Like, ask yourself what you are. Know, first of all, who you are. And if you get to know who you are, you will understand or you will be on. That is the very first thing that you need to go to be somewhere in life. Number two, discover the purpose through your actions. If you want to discover your purpose in life, or if you want to become the person you want to be, you won't just sit and then become. You will have to first understand, what is my purpose in life? After understanding what your purpose in life is, you will be able to know what you are supposed to become. But if you do not even know your purpose, that means that you don't have direction. You're literally walking in a life that you're not even led. So know your purpose. But how are you going to discover your purpose? You're going to go through, you have to learn new skills to know, where am I? Am I into teaching? Am I into education? Am I into different things? Discover yourself. Am I a musician? Discover your purpose in life and get to know, what can I do best? There is something that I would love to share. This is personal. I was listening to Gordon Grant. I don't know whether that's the right way they pronounce the name, but that is how I read it. And he was talking to the child, or he was talking to the daughter, and he told the daughter that those people that you see wrestling or in the wrestling things, they're not there because of their passion, but they're doing something that they're best at. Sometimes you'll have passion for something, but you will not be best into that thing. So discovering or getting to know what you are supposed to be, know what you are best at. We all have passions for different things, but what are you best in? Yeah. Number 3, build small daily habits. I took some time to read through the Atomic Habits book by Clear, and I found it really blessing. Because there was a lot of wisdom. Can you imagine big habits? All these huge habits that we see are always built from small things. If you cannot take time to build the small habits, that means that you can't come up with something big. Even the human body is made up of cells. And that is a principle that God teaches us, that everything starts from the very simplest form. If you want to be a good listener, you will start by listening to those that are around you. If you want to be a good reader, start by reading. Maybe if you have a book, start by reading 1 page at a time. Start by reading maybe 2 pages if you can. If you want to be a prayer warrior, that means that you have to at least pray for 30 minutes, or okay, let me say 5 minutes. Then the next day you transform, or you go to 30 minutes, like that. If you can't build the small habits, you will never get what you want to see in yourself. There are certain things that you want to see in yourself, but you won't ever see yourself with doing those things if you cannot start slowly. Set small goals and then start filling them one by one. Number 4, accept growth and seasons. Sometimes you feel like you will just wake up one morning and be someone in life. No. We have to learn, first of all. We have to wait. We have to heal. We have to build. If you cannot wait, if you cannot agree to learning, if you cannot accept learning, that means that you can never get anywhere. Because it's through learning that we learn, that we grow. You can never grow if you don't learn. If you do not know that my phone can help me to do such and such a thing, and if you do not learn it, that means that you remain unable to do certain things using your phone. But once you learn, you will be able to use it. So you have to learn, you have to wait. Sometimes you will not have to fight about each and everything. You will not have to rush. You will have to slow down, pause and reflect. Number 3, you'll have to learn to heal, because sometimes you may feel like, oh, I've failed and then I'm done. No, you're not done. You actually have to give it time, heal, and then continue. Then you have to build. You're not going to just sit and things come from heaven. No, they will never come from heaven. You have to do something about it, because even the Bible tells us then you have to work. Because if we are imitating God, then why don't we do things like the way He does? Number 5, stop comparing yourself. Just know that your journey is not everyone else's journey. Don't compare yourself. Don't kill your joy, because the moment you compare yourself, you're killing your joy. Number 6, be calm. Do not pretend. However, I love the phrase that says that pretend or fake it until when you become it. So sometimes you have to do that, but don't overstay in that place. You have to continue. You have to continue building. You have to stop pretending. Yes, you've pretended that you're doing a certain thing so well, but make sure that you work on yourself so that you be there. Because when the people who are willing to support you come to realize that you are not that person that you're pretending to be, they will be disappointed and they will never trust you again. So that is all. Subscribe for more. And also, I would love to see more of your engagement in the comment sections. Share this and also like. Yeah. Have a nice time.